your Reloop Buddy is packed with features. Let's take a look at the different pad modes available. Each deck has 8 color-coded performance pads, which can be used to control up to 8 different pad modes as labelled under each pad. To select a pad mode, simply hold the mode button and press the desired pad. Triggering a selected pad mode a second time will open the corresponding panel in the DJ software if one exists for that specific mode. Pad mode 1 is hot cue mode, in which you can assign up to 8 different positions in your track to each of the 8 different coloured performance pads. This makes it possible to jump to any of these marked positions at any given time at the press of a pad. Hot cues can be deleted by holding shift and pressing the assigned pads. You may find it useful to add hot cues to the key moments in your tracks, such as in the first beat of the intro phrase, on drops or choruses, and on other phrases where an interesting change occurs in the song. Pad mode 2 is auto loop mode, whereby each of the performance pads activates a different sized loop to your track, ranging from 1/16 of a beat up to 8 beats. Once the loop is active, pressing the same pad again will deactivate it. In addition, loops can also be triggered by using the dedicated loop encoder for each deck. In this case, turning the encoder allows you to select a wider loop size range from 1/32 of a beat up to 32 beats. Pushing the encoder will activate the loop, and pushing it a second time will deactivate it. Pad mode 3 is touch effects mode, whereby each of the performance pads triggers a different instant effect to your track. This is a great way of adding some quick and extra spice to your DJ sets. Pad mode 4 activates sampler mode, whereby each of the performance pads corresponds to a different sample from the onboard sample bank of Algoriddim DJ. Pad mode 5 is slicer mode, which allows you to chop up a section of your track into 8 slices on the fly, which can then be triggered independently using the 8 corresponding performance pads. Pad mode 6 is bounce loop, which works in a similar way to auto loop, but bounce loops are only active while a pad is pressed and held. Upon release of the pad, the playback position always returns to where the track would be if the bounce loop had not been applied. Pad mode 7 is neural mix mode, which allows you to separate stems from your tracks in real time. Check out the neural mix tutorial for more information. And finally, pad mode 8 is looper mode, which allows you to trigger different loops from Algoriddim DJ's onboard looper bank using the performance pads to create and remix beats live.